Good day. I am back in the city of St. Albert. My wife is teaching knitting over at the local knitting store here, so I thought, well, I'll drop her off and I'll spend an hour or two walking around the trails. We'll see how bad they are. They have graveled the heck out of them here, so that's good. It's currently 8 degrees. Wind chill making it feel like 5, but that's still pretty good. And we're kind of just getting it dusk here, so part of this may end up being in the dark. But let's get at it. It is a beautiful sky out there tonight. Now this path is snow covered, and I'm not wearing the right shoes. I'm wearing my everyday shoes, not my hiking shoes. But the snow is soft enough that I'm getting traction. Now these trails are still kind of soft that I'm not slipping, but if it gets any cooler, it might be a little bit dangerous. Still a beautiful sunset though coming up. Hopefully I can capture it. Had a big hamburger at Ricky's all day diner, so I need to work it off. I didn't walk the last 2 days. By the time I get home from work and have dinner and everything, it's too hard to walk because everything freezes up and the sidewalks are just very dangerous. And slipping and falling is not high on my priority list anymore. At least here, if I start to fall, I can try and make a dive for the snowbank there. I'm heading west. That will eventually take me to the Lions campground. And if I carry on from there, it would be to Lois Hole Park. But what I'm going to try and do, I think there's a spot where I can get on the other side of the river there and make my way back that way. Try something a little bit different, because I think there's a trail over there. Able to keep a pretty good pace. Already kind of out of breath. Don't walk for 2 days and already out of breath. That's a sad state of affairs. These trails are unlit, obviously, so once that sun sets, it could be a rather dark walk home or back to the car. I'll be brave though. Sun is slowly going behind that cloud. And then it'll be dark. So far the path is still pretty soft. And at least with this snowpack on it, you get some traction. It hasn't been packed down to ice, which is most favorable for me. My watch just ticked off a kilometer a little bit back there. I'm like, oh my god, is that all I've gone? I'm coming to the conclusion that I need to do this every day because it takes little time to get out of the habit of just getting out. Well, I came underneath Ray Gibbons Drive, and there's no path that gets me across to the other side, like a sidewalk even, so I guess we'll just carry on to the boardwalk in Lois Hole Park. Trails have some people out this time of night, but not too many. I've seen maybe half a dozen people. It didn't take long for some of these bodies of water to melt. Even this ice over here on the Start of the Sturgeon River is looking pretty soft already. That's Big Lake off into the distance. I'm not sure if this is actually the start of the Sturgeon River, but it's the outflow from Big Lake. Bit of a view of Big Lake at sunset or dusk. The wind has died down quite a bit. It's still there, but not near as bad. But as soon as that sun goes behind the clouds or off on the below the horizon, the chill sets in pretty quick. Let's carry on. Let's just hit the boardwalk here. There's a bit of a detour to Lois Hole, and then we'll come back again and carry on east. Okay, we're back at Lois Hole. I'm going to carry on this trail. That'll probably link me up to the sidewalk adjacent to Ray Gibbons Drive, and then back under the bridge and back on the trail that I was on before. I don't know what this trail, part of the trail feels like it's made out of rubber. It's pretty soft. Unless it's just packed down mud. The beautiful smells of either rotted foliage or somewhere there's sewer gas venting out here. Delightful. I'd already done 4,500 steps at work today, so I had a good start. And coming up to where we turned off the trail to go to on the boardwalk. That would take me towards Big Lake. And then this takes me to the trail adjacent to Ray Gibbons Drive. Other than having to catch up to these people, let's keep heading towards Big Lake and stay on the path we were on. Ooh, doggy, that sewer smell is still thick. Oh. There's the boardwalk over there that we walked on going through the swamp. Maybe better known as a natural area than a swamp. Just out on the Big Lake lookout again. That couple I was following, I think we're getting a little tired of me tracking them, so I'll give them some space as they walk back to their car. Plus it allows me to pick up the pace a bit. Tis a pretty beautiful evening. By end of February standards anyways. Can't believe February will be over tomorrow. No way that'll be good. Can't believe how busy I've been at work for the last 2 months, I guess. 7 weeks anyways. Holy. And it just keeps getting busier. As Danny Glover would say in the Lethal Weapon movies, I'm getting too old for this shit. If I'd followed the path adjacent to Ray Gibbons Drive, that's where this would have come. And then now I'm going to carry on under the bridge, basically going back the way I came. Only part of the trail that's lit. Yeah, the river's starting to thaw out in places, especially where it was really shallow. And this river is basically shallow all the time. So much for the lights. Finally ditched the couple that was walking in front of me. So now I'm able to walk at a better pace, except the trail's already starting to harden. And as you can tell, I've lost pretty much most of my daylight. Into the scary wooded part of the path. Am I crazy for being out here like this? I don't think so. Who am I going to run into? I just hope I'm not the body that the jogger finds that you hear about in the news. This is the part of the path too that was the worst for traction. With the trees not getting a lot of sun in here, so it's not melting off the path very quick. So it's pretty hard pack and icy in spots, so I'm going to keep my wits about me. These businesses that are lighting their parking lots and yards do provide some lighting to the trail. Not much though. Well, here we are, back to civilization. Trail is lit again. Some of that trail back there was a little dicey. It's actually quite amazing how quickly things ice over. Like even this puddle here, it's still wet to step on, but you could see the ice skimming over the top already. Been a very serene walk though. Other than that couple I kept following by Lois Hole, there's really nobody out here. It's only about 7:30 at night, but it's dark and nobody wants to be out, I guess. Well, my wife is over that way and up the hill where my car is, but she's got another 45 minutes yet to teach, so I crossed over the river and just thought I'd do a little bit more, try and make up for last couple days. Always seems like I'm playing catch up now on my walks. A few more people down this way, probably because it's lit. Just a little bit of urban noise and the odd dog barking. Even the birds shut it down. Don't know if I told this little tale before, but my wife and I are in Nanaimo and we're at an Airbnb. We made a nice little picnic area we sat at. And you know, it was like 9:30, quarter to 10 at night. Just having a tea or a wine or whatever. Birds were chirping and singing away. And then it was like 10 o'clock on the dot. They shut her down. It's like they packed up their peepers and left. I don't know if they, what kind of internal clock they run on, or if they happen to just be quiet at sunset, but it was hilarious. Very weird experience to have all that chirping and peeping and then all of a sudden dead calm and silent. Well, I'm at the edge of downtown now. I was thinking I could walk all the way to Canadian Tire, which is way over there. But I think that's a bit much for tonight. I don't think I would have enough time either. So I'm just gonna kind of walk through downtown here a bit. Saw this art gallery of St. Albert that looked interesting. Unfortunately, a lot of traffic along here, so it's kind of noisy. Less traffic now. We'll cross the street, see what the front of it looks like. Looks like an old courthouse or something. That's the art gallery. Doesn't really say what the building was, though. Just saw a sign here. Can't read it now, but it used to be called the Rainbow Inn, and it was a hotel. Okay, time to start heading back. Walked a good chunk of the path again to Lois Hole, even through the spooky paths that weren't lit, and a little snippet of downtown. So I'm just going to follow this to the corner, and then I'm going to head south back to my car, and by the time I get there, my wife will almost be done teaching her course, and we can go home and relax. It's been a long day already. You know, I walk by that train trestle all the time, and I want to catch a train crossing it, and here I am 3 blocks away, and here comes the train. Bummer. I'll get it one day. Yeah, you can hear that train going over the trestle over there. I'll get it one of these days. It's more for my own enjoyment. Ooh, that horn echoes through downtown though. It's playing here at the Legion. Okay, we're coming back up to the car. I've been walking for an hour and 55 minutes. Okay, so I walked for an hour and 55 minutes and 17,000 steps today. That means on this walk I did about 12 or 13,000 steps. And also 8.95 kilometers. So not a bad night. Would have liked to have done more, but kind of running out of time here. Until the next one.